Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Tuesday, the 14th of December, 2021. And we're producing our regular daily update, albeit in the late afternoon as opposed to the morning, looking at news, economic data, and prices. Today we see gold and silver have fallen ahead of tomorrow's announcement, and equity markets too have also fallen. So let's take a look. Welcome to Illuminati Silver. It's Tuesday, the 14th of December 2021 at 5:23 late afternoon. My apologies for no morning video, but I was called away to actually supervise a financial services examination unexpectedly, and so was unable to produce the video. No point commenting on the weather because it's pitch black outside. What's been happening in the news today? Because as we all know, as we've mentioned yesterday in our weekly update, that Wednesday is a crucial day because we'll have the FOMC making its announcement from its meeting today and tomorrow. But according to Bloomberg at the moment, UK's warp speed booster rollout is already struggling. Nasdaq 100 tumbles 2% in jittery day for stocks. And Tesla to accept Dogecoin as payment for some products. But perhaps a little more relevant is this headline: IMF urges the Bank of England and UK Treasury to tackle inflation risks. Now, we mentioned on the weekend that the IMF has urged the Federal Reserve to be more hawkish with its bond buying program. Tapering facility, i.e. taper more. And now it's telling the Bank of England, which is reporting on Thursday, that it needs to tackle inflation. The IMF said that the Bank of England and UK Treasury should move together to clamp down on rapidly rising inflationary pressures that threaten Britain's longer-term growth prospects. In its regular economic stocktake of the UK, the IMF cautioned the Bank of England against inaction bias. As it said, inflation would hit 5.5% in the spring, more than double the 2% target rate. Growth was headed for a mild slowdown because of restrictions to contain the coronavirus, and GDP will eventually settle at 2 to 2.5%, below the pre-pandemic trend, a permanent scar left by the virus. Now, the reason it's come out with this is because there were signs yesterday the Bank of England may not very well raise rates this coming Thursday. The outlook underscores the sharpening trade-offs faced by Britain's top economic policymakers as they grapple with rising prices and slowing growth, with the highly infectious Omicron variant reinforcing the dilemma. Tesla to accept Dogecoin as payment for some products, Musk said, and this caused Dogecoin to jump 33%. BBC News. UK removes all 11 countries from red list. Surge in part-time workers as job vacancies rise. There's a bid for BT, by the looks of things, in the making. Billionaire Patrick Drahi raises BT's stake to 18%, although he says he has no plans for a bid. Why is he raising it so high? And pubs face mass cancellations due to COVID curbs. In the US, 2-month-old, his youngest Kentucky tornado victim, unfortunately. Trump's son urged him to intervene in the Capitol riot. And Amazon has been criticized over safety at tornado-hit site. Looking at Reuters today, Pfizer says COVID-19 pill near 90% effective in final analysis. This is its antiviral COVID-19 pill showing 90% efficacy in preventing hospitalizations and deaths in high-risk patients. And recent lab data suggests the drug retains its effectiveness against the fast-spreading Omicron variant of the coronavirus. Well, that should help markets, but I don't think that's what's been happening today. First of all, dollar index strengthening, as we said it would, and is more likely to strengthen tomorrow. Unless, of course, the Bank of England does raise rates on Thursday, then that might halt the progression a little bit. But we're looking at the dollar index at 96.4. Energy prices has resulted down $1.50. This is crude prices. At the moment, before we look at the current market for the US, overnight Asia Pacific markets broadly down 0.5 to 1%. UK and European markets broadly down 1%. And now we have the Dow Jones down 0.5, the S&P down 1 currently, but the Nasdaq is down nearly 2%. It's all to do with what's happening tomorrow. We've had some economic data out today. The NFIB Small Business Index for November's come in at 98.4, against an expectation of 98, and October's 98.2, so that's positive. But the Producer Price Index is also up, which is not so good, with November at 0.8%, compared with 0.6 in October and against expectations of 0.5%. Now tomorrow, we kick off with retail sales, import price index, Empire State Manufacturing, NHB Home Builders Index, business inventories, and then of course in the afternoon, the FOMC announcement and Jerome Powell's press conference. So ahead of that, we can see gold is down. It's currently at $17.74. That's down $13 on the day. And that's 0.77%, and silver's fared no better. In fact, twice as badly, proportionately. And that's down 38 cents at $21.93 at $1.68. Cryptocurrency markets down, also down 1%. The market cap at $2.15 trillion. And Bitcoin hovering around the $47,000 mark. So tomorrow is key. We expect most movement happening tomorrow and Thursday. In advance, we can see there's already pressure on gold and silver prices. And so dependent on what comes out tomorrow is going to dictate the market reaction. If gold and silver continue to trend downwards and the dollar upwards, then even if the Fed is a little hawkish, it shouldn't have too profound an effect on prices. Of course, if it's more hawkish than any of us have envisaged, then that might be a different matter. Let's wait until tomorrow. We will probably not do a morning video because I would rather see some of the economic data coming out before I actually put out what's likely to happen later tomorrow. So we'll put one out at or around this time or maybe an hour later so we can try and capture what the Fed has done. Thank you so much for listening. Please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe, press the bell sign, and if you haven't done so, look at some of our more recent videos where we highlight what we expect the Fed to do. And we put a link below. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.